Alright, so this is Nice Micro and we are back for our third game between Jim Raynor rather, and Zorro here, which we had a broken replay yesterday when I was streaming this, so I managed to get a hold on an uncompromised replay, and probably something was wrong on my end. But anyway, so we watched this yesterday. I think this part of the replay was still not corrupted. So we can remember that this Dark Templar comes out here and kills a few times before everything there gets destroyed. Oh, this Spider-Man got activated and then waited here until the Dark Templar died. I did not realize that watching this yesterday. But of course, Jim Raynor manages to destroy that, and Zorro is amassing a big army, but mostly buying dragoons at this time. He already has his third base out here, and our Terran player is building the command center here. And so I guess the replay got broken somewhere around this point, because we've seen the command center here, but it never flew out to the expansion. So hopefully we will now be able to observe what actually happened in that game. And well, I guess the observers are getting replenished. So Zorro is producing observers. Yeah, the probes that were made here, they almost mined out. And okay, so this part of the replay was already broken, because we've never seen this pylon being taken. We've never seen this command center flying to this location over there. So I guess whatever happened with this army when this army moved out was already part of the broken replay. So you can see here the zealots are being sent to the front, so which is a smart move. Yeah, so there was a long distance mining only for a split second here. I guess these SCVs will return cargo to the main base, and then they will be working there properly. And Zorro can see that base. Yeah, Jim Raynor is scanning to kill observers, and it's quite normal. And so, do we have any production in this gateway? Not really. Anyways. Okay, so now it is time for the Terran to push forward, and let's see how Zorro actually did in this battle. So the dragoons in the front got plastered. The zealots, there's not enough zealots. Another stream of zealots are coming from the other side. Oh, nice! Three side storms go down, but of course one side storm does not kill a tank fully. And now some of these high Templars get... This Templar will never have a chance to storm here. And these dragoons will be flattened by the siege tanks. Yeah, at least they kill one tank, I guess. These will not kill anyone. But at least this dragoon, well, it killed two somethings, so that's something. But now we only have single zealot and a lot of dragoons here, and still very large tank count for the Terran. These vultures try to put some mines down there. And Zorro is getting the speed zealots here, and is getting an arbiter. So now we will finally be able to see how he handles the arbiters in reality. I think the broken replay, the arbiter was just standing over here, which is very funny. Okay, so we have another nexus, so we have 4 bases for the Protoss, but only mining from, I guess, 2 of them, because the main is like almost run. Okay, the main is just run out, so. On the other hand, the Terran already mined out the main, I guess, the same situation here. Well, I guess the Terran mines out a few seconds later. Terran is mining this base and has the natural still fine, I guess, but it's time for both of them to start mining at other places. The Terran unsieges a few tanks and starts to move forward, Some of these tanks are very low on health, so... Is the Terran going to push through this narrow choke, or is the Terran going to push through this high ground, which is currently occupied by the Protoss? So we have a lot of Zealots here, that is good. You have to position the Zealots forward if you try to hit a Terran army. And let's see, the Terran is going to move through the choke. So it knows the Protoss is here, doesn't want to engage. And now the Zealots are pouring in under the cloak of the Arbiter, and there is a science vessel a bit behind. Oh, this Templar already sent out the storm, really nice storm over there. So I guess the Protoss army gets totally destroyed here, but it's basically cut the Terran army in half. And now this is a very small contingent. Whatever is coming out here could engage it, maybe. Does he want to engage it? Yes. Of course, Archon does not help here too much. This should be taken care of by Zealots mostly, before the Vultures arrive. But now the Vultures are here, so now this is very small army from the Protoss, but it starts to engage anyways. This Arbiter is in a very strange position, not really cloaking anything. Well, I guess it cloaked this army for a bit. Do we have energy? Nothing, no energy. So, no energy for any spells. I don't know if there is any spells upgraded. We have plasma shields on +2, which is nice. So Protoss has armor 0, plasma shields 2, and attack +2. Very interesting. Usually people upgrade their armor before their shield, and now this engagement. Well, the science vessel came forward a little bit too ahead, but there is a missile turret here, which still somehow this observer survives with the plus armor and the plus shields. I guess there is plus shields or plus armor for the air attack. And now we have full mining here from the Protoss. He could build a Nexus over here. And now we can see that the mineral is not as laughable as it was before. Terran is still mining 2 bases. I guess the natural will run out very soon. But this is a nice army that could kill the Protoss here if the engagement was taken properly, but all these cloaked units, and now the stasis goes down on the tanks. Terran starts to siege in the back over there, of course. The Zealots are doing a great job killing tanks that are sieged up, and now these tanks under the stasis are going to be surrounded by the Protoss units here, and we have still 1 Arbiter left. So I think some of the Arbiters have 1 Arbiter that was already captured by the Goliaths. Now this is, of course, this is a death sentence for these 4 tanks. They die without even shooting once. And now this Protoss army can start to move toward the Terran. The Terran does not have tanks. Only 3 tanks are left. And, well, the Terran is expanding very late to its 4th position. But I guess the Protoss is still only 4 bases, I guess. The Protoss is just going out for the 5th base. So it's not that bad, relatively speaking. Now this Arbiter has already 140. And this Arbiter has... What? This is the same Arbiter. Where is the other one? I cannot click on the other Arbiter for some reason. Yeah, this Arbiter also has 100 now, so we have 2 stasis available. There's 3 Vultures, 3 mines. Might dissuade the Protoss from attacking. The Protoss is going to the center of the map, trying to get like a good staging ground here. And the Terran army is quite small. We have 7 tanks at the moment. Oh, Protoss managed to kill this expansion with this small contingent. Excuse me. So that will screw up the Terran economy quite a bit, especially now that Zorro is almost done with the 5th Nexus and has a considerable army here in the center. Terran has to be careful with these science vessels. I think the Terran could plaster that army. We are sending vultures down to scout, so the Terran is kind of scared that the Protoss is expanding to the bottom right. The 2 zealots that cancel the expansion here are going to be picked off by these speed vultures. And if the Terran wants to expand there, he has to be able to defend that expansion somehow, and Jade is not an easy map for that purpose, I guess. Because this is just very far away from the entrance, so this base and like this entrance are kind of far away from each other. It's not sending anything over there. I guess the natural is mined out, and the Protoss is maxed out, so it's a 200 Protoss against 140 Terran. Nice stasis on the science vessel. No. The vultures try to place some mines over there, and the mines will explode, but the zealots are getting on top of the tanks. The missile turret is doing a good job here, providing detection and shooting at the Arbiter, but the Arbiter isn't going to manage to run away, and I guess this is where the Protoss army just kills the Terran army. Yeah, all the tanks are under stasis. New units coming out will not be enough to save it, and yes, this is when GG is called. So now we actually see what happened in this game and how Zorro won his 3rd game here, so, and how he won 2-1 versus Jim Raynor. Very well played, very nice game. Terran got really like pinned into this top right corner, couldn't expand, could not. The Terran could, like, there was only one push of the Terran that went until this. Before that, the Terran basically just occupied this area here in front of the natural. The Terran never could secure passage to this 3rd base over here, or rather the 3rd base of the top right corner. So anyways, this was the game we did not manage to see yesterday. Hope you enjoyed it, and let's hope that we will not have the same technical difficulties in our next broadcast next week. Bye bye.